We'll use Fire Tap. And look at that, we gained additional cards. We healed ourselves for 4. And we're also going to go for Flammable Bolt, and it's dead. Ooh, nice. Crossbow Strike. Probably going to use that against this enemy right here. And then we can also use Charging Blast, which will make Cannon Blast free, which is fantastic. Anytime you can make any card free, that is good value, because that means that then you'll be able to carry over any spare mana to the next turn. Hello and welcome to Breach Wanderers. This game is currently available as a demo for free in the Steam Game Festival Autumn Edition. If you'd like to check it out, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, you should definitely add it to your Steam wishlist if you enjoy it. Otherwise, let's start the demo here. And now, here's the thing. You win 5 fights in the demo, and you're able to customize your deck however you want it. Oh yes, this is the deck that I've currently been running with. I feel like it gives me way too much wits though, and wits basically allows me to pull out more cards every single turn. So every single turn I get 1 extra card, and I have basically been getting way too many buffs of this, which is, in my opinion, not particularly useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a new deck with you right now. And we're going to make a new deck, and hopefully we're going to make something really fun. So this is our limit right here. We have 12 cards that we are able to choose. And as you can see here, the pool of cards, as you see by the description here, most card rewards found in a run will be chosen randomly from this pool. So you can kind of choose, you know, what you're maybe going to get as a reward here. And what I'd actually like to do is get this one. This one is super, super good in my opinion. So maybe we'll remove something else. Like, for example, what about Bomb Belt? We can remove that, and we'll add increasing mana. As you can see, there's actually a limit to how many epics you can have, a limit to how many rares, and not a limit to how many commons, but you know, there's all kinds of customization available here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be mostly focusing on staying hidden as much as I possibly can. Merle is a rogue type character, and as a result, her staying hidden provides her with additional critical strike chance as well as additional evasion. 50% additional evasion actually, which is really quite amazing. Also, if she stays hidden and uses Shadow Focus, she will gain 1 additional mana as well. So we're going to be going for these 2 mana cards right here. This is pretty much all the mana that we're going to need, in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see if maybe there's going to be something else that we might want to go for, but I don't think there is at the moment. These are all mana gaining cards. Then we'll see, we probably want to go for, I'm thinking Backstab probably, because this is probably going to be one of our main abilities that we'll use to deal damage. Deal 5 damage to the first enemy, deal double damage if hidden. This is pretty good. We're going to go for 2 backstabs, 2 preparations, because preparation allows us to create a smoke bomb. Smoke bomb gives you wits, which gives you an additional card on the next turn, and also makes you hidden, which is fantastic. That's exactly the kind of thing that we want. Otherwise, oh, okay, here we go. I think you know what? I think we're going to go for a fire build. I think a fire build could be a lot of fun. So let me see if I can actually make this work for a real quick second. I'm gonna have to remove some other things here. So I'm gonna remove 1 backstab. Actually, I'm gonna remove all backstabs. Oh, this might be bad. This might be really, really bad, but I'm gonna try it out because it's probably gonna be a lot of fun. And we're otherwise going to be adding Flammable Bolt in there. Deal 8 damage to any enemy, guaranteed critical on targets with burn. So let's see how this goes. This is not recommended in my opinion. I feel like this is going to be very, very bad. I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage at all, and we're probably going to die very fast. But I think that's the whole fun about this game. It is a deck building roguelike with all kinds of RPG elements, and it's just a huge amount of fun. I've already played through the demo once before. I went through the whole thing and I just couldn't stop playing. It is just that much fun. All right, let's do this one. As you can see, we're going to be attacked immediately here, and we're just going to do immolate immediately as well, and we can also do siphon card and preparation and all that stuff. So as you can see, we start with 10 shield, which is really good, and as you can see, we also start hidden. We start every single combat encounter hidden, which is really nice. Gain 50% critical chance, 50% evasion chance. This buff is only lost when using a damaging card. So I will use immolate on this. And as you can see, we actually do not lose hidden as a result of this, which is actually amazing. Let's gain 3 mana. Mana is persistent through turns as well, which is actually quite amazing. So we're going to do that. 12 damage. There you go. We're going to also now use preparation. We'll go back to being hidden. We're also going to gain wits, which gives us a buff for 1 turn, which allows us to draw 1 extra card as long as you have it available. And we're going to see if we can maybe evade one of these attacks. Yeah, there we go. We evaded the second attack, which is fantastic. That means we still have some armor left over. And we're also now going to be doing a little bit of shadow focus. This gives us 2 mana, but we also gain 1 additional mana if we are still hidden, which is fantastic. So we're back up to 7 mana now. It's all about balancing out your mana and everything, making sure that you have exactly what you need when you need it. So we're just going to burn that one. Then we're going to use flammable bolt on that one, eliminate him, and then we can use fire tap if we want. Now, this is what is really amazing about this particular build that I'm going for here. Basically, if you remove 2 burn, obviously if you take a look here, what does burn actually do? Okay, so it allows me to do 5 damage at the end of the turn. Now, that will basically remove 5 damage. Okay, so I'll remove the ability for us to do 5 damage, but I will gain 2 cards and potentially restore health. But I actually don't need to do that right now, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But the option is there, and in my opinion, that's very cool. So we'll see if we can maybe do something else about that. So let's do a nice little smoke bomb here. Let's give more burn to the opponent. We'll use siphon card, and we'll just use this, and then we'll use shadow focus, and there you go. Okay, so he's going to attack me for 8, which is fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. If he wants to do damage to me, then that is perfectly acceptable, because I am now still able to use flammable bolt if I want to. So I can use this. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to do immolate first, and then we'll use fire tap. Wait a minute. No. Yeah, we'll use fire tap. There we go. And look at that. We gained additional cards. We healed ourselves for 4. Isn't that amazing? That is so crazy. And we're also now going to be using Shadow Focus. By the way, all of these mana gaining cards, they are free. They have no cost or anything like that. So it's pure mana that you're gaining. And we're also going to go for Flammable Bolt. There you go. And Flammable Bolt, and it's dead. And obviously health is persistent through all of your fights. So otherwise, now we're going to be gaining a whole bunch of other cards from the common pool that I showed you at the beginning. Now, the one thing that I didn't do, which I probably should have done, was give myself the ability to get some additional fire synergy cards. Unfortunately, I didn't do that, so I'm a bit of an idiot. Anyway, I'm going to be taking Thorn Whip here, which gives me 10 damage to the first 2 enemies, which is, in my opinion, pretty decent. And we're going to be going for this little question mark here. You found someone's backpack and sleeping mat here. It's long abandoned. Who knows what creature drove them to flee and leave everything behind? Loot the backpack. You find nothing interesting, but the small camp is well hidden from the surroundings. You can compose yourself safely here without risking being ambushed. So we can rest and restore health, or we can rest and increase our maximum mana. I think we're going to rest and increase our maximum mana. +1 max mana. That's actually really useful. There is a big open field in your path. There are magic books almost everywhere on the ground. It looks bad, but you remember an entry about this in the standard issue of Into the Breach, Ether Survival Guide. What did it say again? When encountering a field of sleeping blue book plants, you can walk through safely as long as you approach and pet the plants that wake up. Okay. Follow a path of small planted flags. Maybe I'll do that. It didn't work. They're waking up quickly and surrounding you. Oh dear. Oh my. Okay, so now we are in some big issues right here. All right, so let me see what I can do. All right, so we are Well, unfortunately, I have no immolate cards. That's the main problem here. So I'm going to just do Flammable Bolt almost immediately. Then we'll do this, and then we'll do Fire Tap. Then we'll do Preparation. And there we go. All right, that's basically all I can do. And hopefully we're going to be dodging quite a bit of their attacks. Thankfully, 2 of them were actually just doing regular debuffs and stuff like that, so it's not going to be too bad. But I've not had this encounter before, so this is going to be quite a rude awakening, potentially. Anyway, let's just buff them, or shall we say debuff them as much as we possibly can. And then we're probably going to be doing Thorn Whip rather than anything else, because no one is attacking. So we're actually just going to do, we're going to get rid of Flammable Bolt, and we'll do Thorn Whip, because we might potentially critical with that. As you can see, we dealt quite a pretty significant amount of damage right there, not too bad. We lost Hidden though, unfortunately, so hopefully we'll be able to get a Smoke Bomb or something like that in the next turn. I am taking Arcane damage as well, by the way. You see this little bar at the bottom here? When that fills up with Arcane energy, you take a little bit of arcane damage, usually 10 to 12 damage, dependent. But yeah, that's a little bit of an unfortunate thing going on there. Otherwise, I think what I'm going to do is going to do another Immolate on this, and then we're going to use Fire Tap on this one. Yes, on this one. So we're going to gain some cards, as you can see. Then we can get... actually, you know what? I'm just going to attack this guy straight up. He's going to die next turn, which is really nice. So let's use Shadow Focus, then we'll do Preparation, which will give us Smoke Bomb, and then I can go Hidden. Then I will be able to use Shadow Focus once again. Then I can also use Fire Tap if I want to, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I'd much prefer to get the 5 damage. And that's what we'll do. Oh, and we evaded. Nice. Oh, we evaded twice. That was fantastic. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why I feel like going for like a stealth hidden build is really, really useful. Having that additional evasion chance is super powerful. Really fun to watch. All right, so let's get that Immolate going there. Let's do this. Get rid of the Thorn Whip. Then we can do Flammable Bolt if we want to eliminate this one. I think we'll probably just do that. Oh, it seems like they gain powerful whenever something dies. Death Spores. Apply 1 powerful per rank to every ally on death. Okay. Well, that's a bit problematic, isn't it? Yes. That is not particularly good, but hopefully I can go back to being hidden, which I can. We'll get additional mana as well. Okay, this is bad. I might actually die here just purely for the fact that I ran into such a bad situation. Okay, I can't do Fire Tap. Yeah, see now, here's the thing. Do you see the weakness in my deck right here? Do you know what my weakness is? My weakness is purely the fact that I can't draw cards. That's it. You see? I can't do anything. I basically can't draw additional cards. Yes, I can give myself wits and things like that, but that really does not help when you are in the turn itself. I can only just... That's the thing, I can basically just wait for death at this point, which is actually kind of sad because I went all the way to the final boss in my previous runs, and now not so much. As you can see, I'm basically about to die. If they do arcane damage on me once again, then I think I will be dead. Yes, indeed. There you go. That is indeed a defeat, unfortunately. And as you can see, we also have a number of RPG things that I actually wanted to show you once I gained an item, but unfortunately I wasn't able to there. And they also give you a brief overview of your deck and stuff like that. So let me actually just show you the other characters, should I? Yeah, I mean, I think that seems like a pretty decent idea. So let's actually just go in and attack some of these plants once again. So this guy I can't actually edit the deck of at the moment because I haven't been able to win 5 fights with him just yet. He's not really the kind of character that I really enjoy playing that much. I feel like the synergy between his cards is a little bit off. But that's just me. I'm just not very good with playing with these kinds of characters. He's all about bombs and arcane debuffs and stuff like that. I'm not very good at those kinds of things. So let me actually just have a look here. Okay, so let's do scattered mod, which is going to transform Cannon Blast into a scattered blast. Then we'll use Gambler's Focus to gain ourselves a little bit additional mana. Then we'll use Scatter Blast to apply arcane debuffs and do some pretty significant damage to people, and then we'll go to the next turn. Ah, Death Spores, how I missed you. Yes, they are indeed using that once again. Okay, so this is a pretty fantastic card for us to use. This will be good here as well. Let's use Vulnerable on this, and then a nice little Cannon Blast, and boom, done. This is more a combo-based character, and that's probably the reason I'm not that big a fan of it, because I do very much like the ability to combo with hidden and other status effects, but comboing damage abilities, I'm not very good at that. So that's probably the reason. But anyway, let's go and try and gain some 2 mana here. We also reduce the cost of Cannon Blast every single time we do that, which is pretty cool. And I think I'm going to do Cannon Blast, and then we'll do Magic Blast. Oh, I don't have enough mana. I don't have enough mana. Ah, that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Oh, well, I'll just go for a block then. That's absolutely fine. We've taken no damage so far, which is actually kind of amazing too. So let's go for Gambler's Focus right there. Siphon card, that will get that done. And then let's go for a Cannon Blast. That's going to deal a little bit of extra damage thanks to the Arcane. And then we'll go for some more, little bit of damage here and there. I think he's done. I think he is indeed done. So let me just do 10 damage, and there you go. Yeah, I actually feel like this character's actually pretty fun. Maybe I just didn't give him too much of a chance beforehand. Anyway, let's get... I want Unstable Focus. I want to try and get as much mana as I possibly can. With a bit of luck, you spot a small hidden cache of supplies near your path. Loot the cache. While you check what you got, a group of assorted plants attack us, apparently. It is visible because your deck contains enough of the required cards. You're playing a certain character. These options are often better than the usual alternatives. Aha, this one. This one right here. This is the better option to go for. So that's exactly what I will do. Very nice indeed. Okay, so we're going to get Cannon Blast, which is his passive as well, by the way. We get Cannon Blast at the start of every turn, and we're probably going to be using that in just a second, but I'd like to use Block first, and then we'll use Rummage, and then we'll probably get rid of Siphon card for that. Then we can get a, nice, Crossbow Strike, probably going to use that against this enemy right here. And then we can also use Charging Blast, which will make Cannon Blast free, which is fantastic. Anytime you can make any card free, that is good value, because that means that then you'll be able to carry over any spare mana to the next turn. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, there we go. This is what I'm talking about. Unstable Focus. That looks really nice. Okay, so let's have a look here. Deal 10 damage to any enemy. Let's change the Cannon Blast into a Scattered Blast, and then we'll use Scattered Blast right here. We'll get Arcane on this guy. He's going to take 10 additional damage. Then we can use Gambler's Focus, and then we can just do all of this. It doesn't really matter, because we were going to lose that mana at the end of the turn anyway, thanks to the Unstable Mana Gain card. All right. Gambler's Focus, yes, give me... Oh, 1? Are you serious? Come on now. You can do a little bit better than that. Thank you very much. Okay, so we could also do this, but I think then I'm not going to have enough, so I'm just going to do a little bit of extra damage there. And there we go. Decent damage, but we're going to take 8 damage without being able to avoid it or anything like that. By the way, anytime you take damage, your maximum HP reduces. I don't know whether you've been noticing that, but yes, it does indeed reduce. And anytime you can try and prevent that, that is a good idea. You can also rest anytime you want, as far as I can tell. Ooh, Charging Focus, nice. Okay, so we get back a little bit of mana for the next turn. There we go. All right, so we're just going to do this, and then Cannon Blast, and then Charging Focus, and then we can just basically do all of that. And we won't take any damage this turn. And this is going to be a nice little combo here that we'll be able to get going, I think. There we go. And I don't have enough. Are you serious? Come on now. Give me some mana gaining stuff. Yeah, there we go. Nice mana gaining card. And boom. That guy is dead. Oh, yes. Yeah, I actually like this character quite a bit now. Oh, yeah. I think he's doing pretty nice for us. right here. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh yeah, more unstable focus. Give me more of that. But anyway, this is basically the map that you're going to be playing in the demo, and this is the boss at the very end, and this boss is very much a debuffing kind of guy, so you need to kill him against the clock, basically, because he applies a debuff to you called Doom, and Doom does about 50 damage when it expires, so you're really up against it. Otherwise, you can rest here. If you rest, then you get back to 20% of your health, and you can also upgrade a card, remove a card, or increase your maximum mana. I'm basically going to always upgrade cards. I personally feel like upgrading cards is really, really good, especially these cards right here, because this ties into a card that you're always going to have in your hand every single turn, especially with this character. So being able to reduce the cost of Cannon Blast by 2 is fantastic. It really is. All right, so let me see. Where am I right now? I'm down here. So let's do one more fight. And let's see if we can do something. Okay, hello there. Yeah, so let's just gain a little bit of that. Then we'll do Cannon Blast. Then we can do a little bit of rummaging around. And we'll see if I can... I was hopeful that I would gain the other mana gaining thing. But hopefully we'll get that next turn. We might get that next turn, which would be quite nice. We're going to take a little bit of damage there from the arcane debuffs that they're actually able to apply as well. And there it is. There, that's the thing that I was talking about. Yeah, nice. Charging focus, give me that. And then we've reduced the Cannon Blast cost to 2, which is fantastic. This will basically kill this one, which is really nice. Let's increase our mana a little bit there. Then we can do a crossbow strike. Gain 3 mana and discard 1. That's absolutely fine. So we're at full mana for the next turn as well. I'd love to... You know what? I'm actually going to customize this guy's deck, and I'm going to play that by myself because obviously the episode's going to end soon, but you know, I would very much like to test him out a little bit more and see how he does, because it seems like a lot of fun actually to try him out, and maybe I can get a little bit more synergy, because from what I can tell, the crossbow card, I feel like I'd like to replace that with something else potentially. Not entirely sure what, though. That's the thing. Not entirely sure what. So let's just go for this. Then we'll use Unstable Focus, Scattered Blast, kill that one. Then we can maybe add a little bit of Arcane to this. Oh, yeah. Oh, so many focuses right now. Oh, yes. I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's go for Crossbow. Let's go for Gambler. Then we'll go for Cannon Blast. That's going to get a nice lot of Arcane right there. We'll do Rummage just to see if we can get something nice. Oh, there we go. We got Charging Focus Plus, which is pretty good because that gives us 3 mana for the next turn. And we also get a couple of wits thanks to using Rummage too. And we can now just use Unstable Focus and Cannon Blast to finish this guy off in just a second. Actually, never mind. Apparently, he didn't get finished off because he had a shield of some kind. Ah, that is classic, isn't it? Absolutely classic. Okay, so let's just get that done. And there he goes. There he goes. There. These plants, they are definitely made for walking. Okay. Yeah, so this is one of the items that I actually wanted to show you earlier, but obviously I got murdered on the rogue so incredibly fast that I wasn't able to. But this gives me +3 wits when I start. In other words, that gives me 3 turns of 1 additional card every single turn, which is actually amazing. Obviously, it only lasts for 3 turns, but after that, then, you know, that's just how it goes. Okay, reduces the buff duration of the first 2 enemies by 1, deals 6 damage to them. Personally, I like Mind Shield quite a bit. I like playing more defensively in these kinds of games, and it really does make a big difference. Anyway, if you'd like to check out the game and play the demo for yourself, maybe add it to your Steam wishlist, then there is a link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. It definitely helps me out. And otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.